It's again another festive season, and for me, kesari takes a big part in any festivals. I grew up thinking that kesari is hard to make, but it's not. So let's have a look at how to make kesari in 20 minutes. These are the ingredients needed. I've listed it in the description as well. Heat 1 teaspoon of butter. Keep the flame in low. Add chopped cashews. There's no fixed amount for this. The more the merrier, but don't add too much because the semolina won't be able to hold together. Keep stirring on and off until it gets a bit golden and you get the cashew and butter fragrance. You can roast some raisins separately and add, but I'm not fond of it, so I'm gonna skip it. At this stage, transfer to another dish in room temperature. Heat another teaspoon of butter. Add the semolina and keep stirring until it becomes light brown in color and dry. Now you can see the butter clumping up, but this won't be like this for a long time. In a couple of minutes, it will be like this. This process will take about 3 to 5 minutes. At this stage, transfer this also to another container. I'm making some cardamom powder using the seeds. If you don't like cardamom, you can avoid it and use the cardamom pods and remove it later. I'm heating the same pan and adding coconut milk. You can even use normal milk instead of this, but I think coconut milk gives a special flavor to this. Add the sugar. The amount I gave in the description would be just enough because I don't like too much of sugar. But if you really want it to be sweeter, you can add a little bit more. Since my butter was salted, I'm not adding salt. If you're using unsalted butter, add a pinch of salt at this point. Let the sugar get dissolved a little bit. Oh, by the way, I've switched to a wooden spoon because we'll have a little bit of vigorous stirring towards the end, so use something sturdy. I'm adding the cardamom powder and the cashews I roasted. Now is the time to add the coloring. There's something called kesari powder you can get in Sri Lankan and Indian grocery stores. It comes in liquid form as well. If you don't have it, feel free to add some orange coloring. Some people like to keep it yellow as well. It's starting to boil, so we have to add the semolina quickly because it needs some time to get cooked. The liquid is going to get thickened and evaporated, so if we add the semolina late, by the time the kesari is ready, the semolina wouldn't have got cooked enough. At this point, you have to keep stirring. Add the semolina little by little and keep stirring. This step is just going to take a couple of minutes and the kesari is going to be ready. When the liquid is almost thick, add the butter. Keep stirring, it's almost done. It's not going to be so tough as stirring dodol. So just keep stirring, it's going to be simple. You can get a break for a couple of seconds in the middle. This is for a celebration, so we should be enjoying the process, right? This step is not going to even take 5 minutes. This is the consistency that we are looking for. It might look crumbly, but still, as you can see, you can flatten it. Now this has to be transferred into a tray or a bowl. I've just lined it with oil papers, so it will be easy for me to take out the kesari, and also if I fold those on top, it will absorb more oil. The entire house smells like kesari and already I'm getting the celebration vibes. Just transfer it into the bowl or tray and flatten it. You can determine what height you want. That's it. It's that simple. It's done. I'm gonna cover the top so that it will absorb more oil. I'm gonna leave it outside for about 2 hours before cutting it. This quantity yields around 20 large size pieces. It has been about 2 hours and you can see that it has thickened. Refrigerate it if you are not using it on that day because we've added milk and it will get spoiled. You can add cashew nuts or almond flakes to decorate it. And that's all. Happy Deepavali! If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up.